and Sue Ness. We live in Rochester, Minnesota. So our project was a main floor remodel.
Love the area that we're in, our yard, our neighbors, and wanted to open up our main floor space.
As we looked at the bid, it seemed aggressive, but we also knew how meticulous Mickey is with all of the details, and so we felt very, very comfortable beginning this project with Elias Construction.
And a few years ago we had gone to the Remodelers Showcase of Homes. Mickey was on the top of the list just based on the craftsmanship, I think, that we saw in the basement that we looked at. Truly loved everything about what he did and how detailed he was and follow-up.
We wanted to make sure that we stayed on budget within what the project should cost, but more importantly, we wanted to make sure that we could get something that we felt was confident that would see the bid through. And I think the thing that surprised me probably the most, and again it was just realizing anticipated promises or anticipated commitments. And so again, when somebody makes maybe some aggressive commitments on the front side of the project, you're always kind of maybe a little apprehensive as to how well those commitments will be delivered. And so I think as we just saw everything come together almost at a unbelievable pace, it was just fun to see that somebody could deliver on all of those commitments, the daily updates, and just how clean everything was left at the end of the day. The attitudes of all of the subs, everybody was super positive. Just the entire experience was just very rewarding.
If there were questions that we had or concerns on anything, that was always welcomed, and there was never a question. It was always, here's how we can move forward with it.
Really, I don't think we'd really do anything differently, and that's always the thing. Once you get done with the project, you're like, okay, well, we're done now, and I think we're very, very happy with the outcome.
Mickey, the entire team, the contractors, everyone was very just friendly and easy and professional.
Yeah, and everything that needed to be addressed, as with any project, especially remodel, there's always going to be, unknown things that we don't know until we start tearing into the project. And every one of those was just so easily addressed, and they were addressed immediately. And any changes that needed to be made with the subs, everything was handled in a very, very organized fashion. Didn't disrupt the timeline or any of that, and so that was very good to see how everybody throughout the entire company shares that same commitment to organization. Quality of the craftsmanship is outstanding. It exceeded our expectations. So the craftsmanship is meticulous. Everything is perfect.
I think the biggest part for me was the constant communication every day to get an update, and it was always there. It was always there at 6:30 in the morning, whatever time that was. It was very early in the morning. Knowing that Mickey wanted to stay on schedule, of course, I think once we got into it, we knew that was going to happen just because we saw the progress. They made sure everything was cleaned up before they left, and it was always, every day, just smooth.
Sue and I are very happy to very comfortable making the recommendation for someone to look at Elias Construction for a remodel project. Anytime you make that recommendation, it's kind of your reputation as well, when because you want to make sure that somebody has a positive experience, and our confidence in knowing that somebody is going to have a positive experience working with Elias. We're very, very comfortable making that recommendation.
It's a big decision that you're making when you're doing something like this, so I think we know that, and wouldn't give that recommendation if we didn't fully believe in it.